Welcome back. It's Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. It's time to talk about football in Nigeria. It is in 2017 that the Super Eagles started their campaign to qualify for the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Actually, it was in 2016. The first game, October 10, in Ndola, Zambia. The Super Eagles traveled. They won that match. And after that, they were in blistering form, and then they qualified. Nigerians are excited. They're happy. They're talking about it. But when you talk about women's football, mixed feelings. They're asking questions, particularly with the fallout of the deal for around the world drum, and of course all other issues that has come out of football in 2017. I'm not in a position to dissect these issues, but let's do it together as we welcome the president of the Nigeria Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick. He's with us in the studio. Good to have you on Sports Tonight.
All is nice and pleasant being your guest.
Fantastic, and compliments of the season.
Same to you.
Fantastic. So that's it. Let's talk sports now with football in perspective. Remember, you can be part of the show. We've opened a thread on our social media platforms. We're saying if you have questions for the NFF president, talk to us on Twitter channels, _sports, Facebook channels, Sports. Let's get this started. President of the NFF, 2017. What's the story for football in Nigeria?
Well, I want to say largely it's been a very good year for Nigerian football. I want to thank God for making it possible, our dream. And I also want to thank the Ministry of Youth and Sports. You know, we sat with them and we decided at this point that we didn't have any choice but to qualify for the World Cup. And they provided us with everything that we needed. So kudos should go to the government. And I also want to thank members of my executive committee that deemed it so necessary, because we looked at it, myself, especially myself, the leadership of the Nigerian Football Federation, myself, Sheikh Odiko and Sheikh Akinwumi, my two vice presidents, we sat together and said, listen, we need to qualify. We need to put smiles on Nigerian faces. Let us spread everything out and see how we can achieve this. First, we looked at the political angle. You know, can anything impede our road to political angle, CAF and all the stuff? President, you have to go to CAF. We need to play the politics. We need to do everything possible. I'm saying this for the first time. It was my two vice presidents, and said, okay, we need to do it. So we brought it to the executive committee, and of course, the rest is history. So we are really excited about that, and we feel that for God to make it possible for us to achieve this feat, there's something coming big for Nigerian football.
Sounds good. And some other things came out. What was the need to sign that bonus deal with the players?
Yeah, you see, we have a committee called a Strategic Studies Committee, and one of the things that they do, they work with the technical committee, is to look at everything in the past that possibly impeded our success on the field and off the field. So some of the factors that militated are maybe beating France in the last World Cup was the fact that money was flown from Nigeria to Brazil, and that night, instead of them, they were sharing money and all the stuff. So we said, no, even if we don't perform fantastically or decently, let it not be human error. Let it not be any form of distraction. Let it be Nigerians, they lost gallantly. Let it not be say, oh, it's the NFF, it's the team, or it's anybody. We want to go there with 100% mindset of achieving this. So the Strategic Studies Committee came up with the idea of, listen, we need to talk to the players. We need to engage them from the beginning. We need to sign them up, sign an agreement with them for Nigerians to know that we have done all these things. So that we go there, like I said. And of course, we engage the players. And they were really excited about it. I could remember the comment of Mikhail, you know, but really excited. And we have decided 100% to keep to our pledge, to keep to our part of the agreement, right. Which means within the next 3 months, 4 months, we should be able to pay them everything that we have signed, so that when we are going to the World Cup, we know we are going to the World Cup with one thing in mind. And that's it.
That's right. Sounds good. Nigerians were so excited. I mean, the moment we qualified for the World Cup, the support for the Super Eagles got high there. And then when FIFA fined Nigeria for the Shehu Abdullahi era, people were like, what's going on? How much do you regret that error by the Nigeria Football Federation?
I've apologized to Nigerians. I immediately accepted responsibility as the head of the Nigerian Football Federation. And people will say, oh, it wasn't you directly. No, I'm the head, you know. I must take responsibility, you know. It's like you asking your driver. You didn't ask your driver. You asked your driver to go and get something for you. And the driver went there and went somewhere else and hit somebody and the person died. You must take responsibility because it's your car. And that's it. So I've apologized, and we are looking. There's a committee which is quite competent, headed by Sheya Kimumi, looking into everything as a way of further fostering any of that coming up in the future. So we are really working. I don't. If you permit, I don't think I want to deliberate on this issue because there's a committee of very competent personalities, that's looking into this. So I don't want to preempt whatever they are saying. So let their committee, they have been working. They wrote to me requesting an extension, and they'll come out. We want to look at it. As we said it very clearly. The executive committee is working at a pace right now. We want the secretariat to also work at that pace. We are human beings. We are subject to making mistakes, but we should minimize the mistakes that will give us negative global image. We want to reduce it as much as possible. And that is the truth.
Has that done anything to the confidence the NFL had, or even the Super Eagles had before we qualify for the World Cup?
No. I've spoken to a lot of my players. You see, that's the beauty about the relationship we have now. I have relationships with my players. There are some particular players that are very, very close to my two vice presidents. So we engage them all around the clock. What we try to do is that let them not see anything as a stumbling block. Nothing should be seen as a stumbling block. Instead, let us see it as a stepping stone into a glory that Nigerians will be excited about.
Okay, so that's it. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Amaju Pinnick is the president of the Nigeria Football Federation. Remember, you can be part of the show. I want to read questions from your comments. So that's football in Nigeria. Talk to us on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels IFA Sports. What plans do we have for the 2018 FIFA World Cup?
Yeah, it's a big year for us, and I can also tell you the new technical committee headed by Alaji Fresh, they'll be working, and we'll be working closely with them, even with the leadership. And so far, we've been able to achieve tremendous success in terms of our preparation. We've been able to, but we are going to come out officially within the next 2 weeks. Our coach is coming in tomorrow. We'll have to finalize with him to come out to tell Nigerians what our plans are and possibly do a countdown to Russia. But one thing I can tell you is that we have lined up A list or A graded friendlies. We have the first one on the 23rd, which is of course the World Cup qualifying team. We have our next game on the
23rd of January?
No, the 23rd of March.
Okay.
Then the next game is on the 27th, which of course we played in London with also a team that qualified for the World Cup.
Yeah, but you have to tell us.
I don't need to tell you.
You've just told us 23rd of March and 27th.
But I told you 23rd of March, but I didn't mention the name of the country. Because, listen, there is an official, let me tell you something about, where you make international announcement. Because of the time zone and because of social media.
Live TV, international TV.
Listen, you don't need to tell me about channels. I will tell you about channels.
Tell me. That's why I'm telling you. Tell me.
You can't tell me about channels. Channels is global. Channels is a pride to Nigeria.
Thank you.
So you can't tell me about channels.
Okay. 23rd of March, the Super Eagles will be busy?
Yeah, busy. That's right. But you don't mention the name of the country because when you are signing contracts, you do what's called simultaneous announcement. If you're announcing in Nigeria at 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, their time might be 3 o'clock. So because the minute you announce in Nigeria, it filters into their country. So all those are the clauses in terms of confidentiality that we have with these countries. So basically, we have another one on the 23rd. It's confirmed. I have all the letters here with me.
23rd, 27th.
Then the one that we have after that, we are hoping to play in Nigeria. Even though the country is confirmed, we are looking, we've made some requests to the ministry in making sure the Abuja Stadium is ready because the Super Eagles, they are itching to play in Abuja. They want to tell Nigerians, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for praying for us. Thank you because you are praying for us. We want to leave Nigeria and go and lift this World Cup for you. We can only do that when we play in our country before going. So we've spoken to one of the African countries that qualified, and hopefully, once we know that the Abuja Stadium will be 100% ready, then that one is on the 28th of May, 28th of May. Then indeed on the 2nd of June, we are playing a big one outside the country. 2nd of June. Then on the 6th of June, 4 days thereafter, just before we leave for the World Cup, that's 10 days to our World Cup qualifying match. But some people in our strategic study group, we listen to people. They say that might be too close to the World Cup. So that one is still hanging, But we need a final confirmation from the technical crew because we cannot do anything without them. We can also look at, we are applying science. When I came here the first time I got elected, I said, We are going to be using science in achieving some of the things we achieve on the field and off the field. And by God's grace, we have used technology, you know, in training, in fitness, in everything. And today, CAF is using the same, and you know, coming to all the countries and telling them that you must have this vest, you must do this, you must do that. And I'm happy to say that this whole thing started from Nigeria.
That's right. So I'll just read the timeline of dates. 23rd of March.
Yeah.
I'll be busy. 27th March.
We'll be busy.
So it's 27th March, 28th May.
Yeah.
The Super Eagles will be 2nd of June.
Yeah.
And then 6th June. And you said 28th May will be in Nigeria, the Abuja Stadium.
Yes.
We're speaking, time zone doesn't affect that African country. So tell me about that.
Why are you so eager?
No, we're not eager. We're just trying to get you to...
We are still going to what's called privacy policy. We are still going to wait until that comes. You don't want to reveal at the end of the day.
No, we'll just pause you. Please. Let's go on this break. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Amaju Pinnick is the president of the Nigeria Football Federation. We're talking about football in Nigeria. Let's go on this break. It's been good for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but the Super Falcons, they have been inactive. Why? Mr. Pinnick will tell us when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Stay.